Across the globe, from the icy poles to the lush rainforests, life persists in a delicate balance. Climate change, however, is disrupting this intricate web of life, and its impacts are being felt far and wide. One of the most alarming consequences is the effect on animal reproduction. Join me as we delve into 7 surprising ways climate change is altering the course of nature's most fundamental process. Migration, that awe-inspiring spectacle of nature, is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of life on Earth. It's a phenomenon that has fascinated humans for centuries, showcasing the incredible journeys that animals undertake to survive and thrive. From the vast herds of wildebeest crossing the African savanna to the delicate monarch butterflies fluttering thousands of miles, migration is a vital part of the natural world. For countless species, it's a journey undertaken for generations, a pilgrimage to breeding grounds perfectly timed with the rhythms of the planet. These migrations are not random. They are meticulously timed events that align with the changing seasons, ensuring that animals arrive at their destinations when conditions are just right for breeding and feeding. But climate change is disrupting these ancient rhythms. The delicate balance that has been maintained for millennia is now being thrown into chaos. Melting icebergs, parched landscapes, and extreme weather events are becoming more common, altering the habitats and resources that migratory species depend on. As temperatures rise and weather patterns shift, the timing of these migrations is being thrown into disarray. Forest fires, droughts, and floods are becoming more frequent and severe, making it increasingly difficult for animals to find the food and shelter they need during their journeys. Migratory birds, for example, rely on precise cues to signal their departure and arrival. These cues, such as temperature changes and the availability of food, are being altered by climate change, causing birds to leave too early or too late. This mistiming can have devastating consequences for their survival and reproduction. Changes in temperature and the availability of food can cause them to arrive at their breeding grounds too early or too late, disrupting their delicate synchronicity with the environment. When birds arrive too early, the food they rely on may not yet be available. Conversely, arriving too late can mean missing the peak abundance of food, which is crucial for feeding their young. Imagine arriving at a feast only to find the table bare. This is the harsh reality for many migratory species. The once predictable and bountiful environments they depended on are now unpredictable and often barren, making survival a constant struggle. This is the challenge facing many migratory species as climate change disrupts the timing of their journeys. The intricate dance between animals and their environment is being thrown off balance, leading to confusion, starvation, and declining populations. As we continue to grapple with the impacts of climate change, it is crucial to understand and address the profound effects it has on the natural world, including the remarkable phenomenon of migration. The natural world, for all its beauty, is a constant struggle for survival. Every day, animals must navigate a complex web of challenges to ensure their survival and the continuation of their species. Animals face a myriad of challenges, from predators to competition for resources. The fight for food, territory, and mates is relentless, and only the fittest can thrive in such a demanding environment. Climate change, however, is adding a new layer of stress to their already demanding lives. Rising temperatures, melting ice caps, and prolonged droughts are altering habitats and making survival even more difficult. Imagine the pressure of finding food and shelter intensified by extreme weather events, habitat loss, and increased competition. These environmental changes force animals to adapt quickly or face the risk of extinction. This chronic stress takes a toll on the animal's physical and reproductive health. The constant need to adapt and survive in a rapidly changing world leaves little energy for reproduction. Elevated stress hormones can disrupt hormone production, leading to reduced fertility and lower reproductive rates. Stress affects the entire body, weakening immune systems and making animals more susceptible to disease. In some cases, stressed mothers may even abandon their young, unable to provide the care needed for survival. This heartbreaking behavior is a direct result of the overwhelming pressures they face. The impact of stress on animal reproduction is a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of life on Earth. When one species suffers, the entire ecosystem feels the effects. Protecting our planet and its diverse inhabitants is crucial for maintaining the delicate balance of nature. Conservation efforts, such as creating wildlife sanctuaries and protected areas, are essential in mitigating these stresses. By providing safe havens and preserving natural habitats, we can help reduce the pressures on wildlife and support their reproductive success. Community involvement and global cooperation are key to addressing the challenges faced by wildlife. Together, we can make a difference and ensure a future where animals can thrive without the constant burden of stress. A world where wildlife flourishes is a world where ecosystems are healthy and balanced. By understanding and addressing the impact of stress on animal reproduction, we take a vital step towards preserving the natural beauty and diversity of our planet for generations to come. The intricate web of life relies on a delicate balance of resources. For many animals, the timing of their reproductive cycles is intricately linked to the availability of food. Climate change, however, is disrupting this delicate balance. Changes in temperature and precipitation patterns can alter the timing of plant growth and insect emergence, creating a mismatch between the needs of animals and the availability of their food sources. Imagine a mother bird returning to her nest with a beak full of insects, only to find her chicks have already starved. This heartbreaking scenario is becoming increasingly common as climate change disrupts the delicate timing of nature's larder. Chapter 4. The silent threat, ocean acidification. Beneath the waves, a silent threat to marine life is unfolding: ocean acidification. As the ocean absorbs increasing amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, its pH level is decreasing, making the water more acidic. This acidification poses a grave threat to marine organisms, particularly those that rely on calcium carbonate to build their shells and skeletons. Imagine a world where coral reefs, the vibrant cities of the sea, crumble and dissolve, their intricate structures weakened by acidified waters. This is the grim reality facing many marine ecosystems as ocean acidification disrupts the delicate balance of life beneath the waves. Chapter 5. A shrinking world, habitat loss and fragmentation. A home, a sanctuary, a place to raise a family. These are fundamental needs shared by all creatures, great and small. From the tiniest insects to the largest mammals, every species relies on its habitat for survival. These habitats provide food, shelter, and the space necessary for raising offspring. Yet, as climate change reshapes our planet, habitats are shrinking and fragmenting at an alarming rate. The once vast and interconnected ecosystems are now being reduced to isolated patches, making it difficult for wildlife to thrive. This fragmentation disrupts migration patterns, breeding grounds, and access to essential resources. Rising sea levels are swallowing coastlines, forcing species inland to compete for dwindling resources. Coastal erosion not only destroys the habitats of marine and coastal species, but also affects human communities, leading to a complex web of ecological and social challenges. Forests, once teeming with life, are being ravaged by wildfires and drought, leaving behind a patchwork of fragmented ecosystems. These fires, often exacerbated by human activity and climate change, decimate flora and fauna, altering the landscape permanently. Droughts further stress these environments, reducing water availability and increasing the risk of more fires. Imagine being forced from your home, your only refuge, and cast adrift in a world that no longer offers sanctuary. Displaced animals must navigate unfamiliar territories, often coming into conflict with other species and human populations. This struggle for survival can lead to increased mortality rates and a decline in biodiversity. This is the plight facing countless species as climate change redraws the map of life on Earth. Endangered species are particularly vulnerable, as their already limited populations struggle to adapt to rapidly changing conditions. However, some wildlife shows remarkable resilience, finding ways to adapt to new environments. Yet, without significant intervention and conservation efforts, the future remains uncertain for many of Earth's inhabitants. Chapter 6. Out of sync climate change and breeding seasons. The natural world operates on a precise schedule, a symphony of life orchestrated by the changing seasons. Breeding seasons in particular are timed to coincide with optimal conditions for raising young. Climate change, however, is disrupting this delicate balance, causing shifts in breeding seasons that can have cascading effects on ecosystems. Imagine a spring arriving earlier than usual, prompting plants to flower and insects to emerge, but the birds that rely on them for food haven't yet arrived from their wintering grounds. This mismatch in timing can have devastating consequences for both the birds and their offspring. Chapter 7. The heat is on temperature extremes and reproduction. From the frozen poles to the scorching deserts, temperature plays a crucial role in shaping life on Earth. Animals have evolved to thrive within specific temperature ranges, and any significant deviation from these norms can have profound impacts on their survival, particularly their ability to reproduce. As climate change fuels more frequent and intense heat waves, many species are facing temperatures that push them beyond their physiological limits. Imagine the stress of enduring scorching temperatures while pregnant or caring for vulnerable young. This is the reality for many animals as climate change transforms their environments into heat traps. Outro: safeguarding the future, our collective responsibility. The intricate tapestry of life on Earth is woven together by the delicate threads of reproduction. As climate change continues to unravel this tapestry, disrupting the delicate balance of nature, it is our collective responsibility to act. By understanding the far-reaching consequences of our actions and embracing sustainable practices, we can help mitigate the impacts of climate change and safeguard the future of life on our planet. The time to act is now for the sake of all creatures, great and small, that call Earth home.